kind of shifting into like almost paranormal vlog part 2, not really, kind of. I was watching Reb's the Alien, Rebecca Reticuli. I don't know, like there's the channel name, her name. She's another vlogger. I was watching her most recent video, and she's got like a ghost in her room. And she was saying like none of her lights in her house work, and that made me think about like how no lights in my house work, but it's not like they just don't work. It's like they go out all the time. So like I have a lamp right here, which I don't know if it works. So that one works, okay. And then I have one next to my bed, which is like the same lamp, but I swapped them out because I needed a lamp light, but the one by my bed doesn't work. And like it's just the light bulb goes out, but it'll do that thing where it flickers. And I go, "Oh my god, what's that?" And then it stops flickering. And then I'll be doing something and it'll start flickering again, and I'll get up to go turn it off and it'll just go out. And like I could get new light bulbs. We have light bulbs. They're just in the basement and I don't want to go get them. But then I was thinking about how my ceiling fan light goes out a lot. And there's like, I don't know, is there any reason why lights should go out a lot? I don't leave them on excessively. And the light in our downstairs hallway goes out a lot, and we can never get all the lights in our basement to be working at the same time. There's always at least 2 of them that won't work. And then the lights in our like den / guest room, there's always one of them that doesn't work. And I was just thinking like, you know, like in horror movies the lights go out, and like it's the creepy parts of my house where the lights don't work. So like the hallway light that always goes out, when I was like in elementary school, that was where my room was, at the end of that hallway. Now it's my sister's room, but it's just like this long dark hallway, and my bed was positioned like so I was like facing the door, like my head was to the wall, my feet were going out the door, and I always sleep with my door open because I feel trapped at night. And I'd have the hall light on. There'd just be like this long hallway in the dark, and then there's like shadows and crap and like headlights because we've got this big bay window in our living room at the end of the hallway, so there's always be weird shadows. But I always knew like, you know, like, oh, that's all from like outside. But then like I had some really freaky nightmares when I was like 7 that I still remember, and one of them was like this black cloak thing just coming down the hallway towards me. And I remember it was like a black cloak, and I couldn't see any like face. It was like the shape of a body, but it didn't have a face, didn't have any like arms or legs, but it had like corpse feet at the bottom. And I was like 7, and I had that nightmare, and I still remember it, and it was just walking towards my bed. And I hate that hallway. Even now when I'm just walking down it and the light's out, because the light doesn't ever work and all the doors are shut, there's like shadows at the end of it. And at the end of the hallway where there's no light and it's all closed in, I know that those shadows ain't coming from the cars outside because it's blocked from there. So I don't know what that is. I always see like the shadow of a cat in that hallway when I know my cat's not in that hallway. And this house, like, my family's lived in it for the past like 20 years, but before that there's like 1 or 2 other families. This house is about 50 years old, so there could be a ghost cat. And then like my basement, super creepy. I hate being down there. I cry. And I can't sleep down there when we have sleepovers because like half of it, he gonna ask me who I'm talking to.
Hey Emma.
What?
You recording?
I'm vlogging. Go away.
I was going to tell you the mac and cheese is ready, but...
You're so tall. You're gonna get decapitated. Get out. Why is my ceiling is so low? His room is on, it's right across the hall. There's 3 rooms on this floor. You come up the stairs, right there, there's the bathroom. There's his room. Here's my room. Off my room, we got the attic, and we got the crawl space. Why are you doing that? Can you go away, please? I'm gonna shit myself. It freaks me out all the time. Oh my god. and my ceiling's like 4 inches lower than his for no reason. So he can walk in his room just fine. He kind of has to duck where his ceiling fan is, but his head like touches my damn ceiling. Why is my ceiling so low? It's the top floor of the house. We're not in the basement. I don't know why my ceiling's so low. That's weird. Yeah. What did I say before that? Ghost cat? I don't know. The basement's terrifying. Okay. Oh yeah. So half of our basement is finished. We got carpet. We got some nice like pine board because it was like finished in the 90s, and you can tell. And we got TV. We got couches. There's some workout stuff that no one uses. Leftover Barbie dolls. And then we have like these broken creepy ass French doors that go to the unfinished side of the basement. And the doors don't actually shut. So whenever I have sleepovers down there, I have to like tie them together because they'll just like they're both. I don't know if they're French doors. I don't think they're actually French doors. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know what French doors actually are. But it's like two doors. They're on a sliding track and they like fold open, but they're broken and they're off the track, so they just swing all over the place, and I can shut them. But if I don't tie them, they'll stay still for a while, but then they'll just they'll be open to the dark, creepy part of the basement where the floor is this nasty cement and the ceiling is just like unfinished. If he walks in here again, I'm gonna fucking scream. He threw socks. The ceiling's unfinished. We have the washing machine, the dryer. We have a spare fridge because we have a large family and we have to buy food in bulk and store it down there too. We've got like my dad's creepy ass workbench for like, I don't know what woodworking he does. He doesn't do woodwork, but he's got like a toolkit and like just crap. It's just full of random crap. But there's like one light like hanging down with like a you gotta like, that sounded like I was cocking a gun. No, it's like a light bulb on a wire, and you gotta pull the cord to turn it on. It's like right towards the back wall to the point where I gotta like climb over stuff in the dark to get to it, so it's not worth it, and I just don't go there. And like stuff falls on that side all the time, and it could be rats. Probably not rats. I've seen mice in there, but some pretty heavy stuff falls in there that I know no mice. No mice. No, I don't know what that sentence was trying to be. I can't talk. Oh my god. My face just disappears in the sunlight. Yeah, but no mice are moving boxes that high off the ground. Like boxes full of heavy stuff, so I don't know. Very old house. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, alright, this is definitely paranormal vlog part 2. So, like, one of the other creepy rooms in my house, which I haven't expressed to the rest of my family that this room freaks me the hell out, but it's like our den slash guest room, and it's part of the house that was built on probably about 10 years ago at this point. So it's, pretty old now, but, not old. 10's not that old. But, alright, so that part of the house is pretty new. It used to be a garage, but then they, like, tore that structure up and built a first floor and second floor addition, and now the second floor part is the attic, and it's like unfinished on the inside, and the way you get there is right next to my bed, and it's terrifying. Great, love it. And there's like a hole in the wall to the other, like the original part of the house, and there's just like a hole torn in the boards of, because like you go in into either side, you can see like paneling, like it was the outside of the house, and now it's not, because there wasn't a second floor part to the garage. So you go in, there's like unfinished floor, unfinished beams, because I don't know what kind of house it is, but like the top floor, the ceiling's like that. It's the, yeah. So to either side of the door, it's like the side of a house, and then there's like, those boards are torn away to give access to the crawl space, which is also next to my bed, and it's just full of junk. It's also super creepy in there. All this stuff in my room. Of course it is, right next to my bed. It's like this little tiny door right next to my bed. And sometimes I have nightmares where it's just that door opening, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh shit. But so the den and the dining room are on the first floor, and I think I was in like 6th grade, and I like always get up before my family because even though I like to sleep in, I'm the only one that actually gets up when I set alarms, so I get the whole house up. But like 6th grade, I used to get up really, really early because I was nervous about being late for middle school. And so the dining room is right off of our kitchen. We've got like the kitchen, we got a counter with a breakfast nook, and then we've got the dining room. And it's like the door, it's like just open. It's open. So breakfast nook, dining room, no wall in between. It's just like a couple feet. Um, and then off the dining room, there's a door to the guest room slash den. And there's separate light switches, so the dining room light was off, and I was in the kitchen, and I was sitting on the counter because I had to like stand on the counter to get a cereal box or something, and I kept hearing like stuff slamming around. It kind of sounded like when a printer's trying to load paper, but it was also like drawers slamming and like the wheelie chair moving. And this was 6th grade, so I didn't have a dog or a cat yet. Um, did I talk about this in the first? I don't know. I might have talked about this already. I'm not sure. I'm talking about it now. Like I heard all this shit slamming around, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, I couldn't move. I was too scared to move and go check on it, but it was coming from the den, and I know that for a fact. And then like one time, we have a pull-out couch in the den, and one time I was sleeping in there because it was hurricane season. We were having a really bad rainstorm, and there used to be a tree, coincidentally, right next to where my room is on the 2nd floor, and the entire half of the tree towards the house was dead. So my mom was like, in case the tree falls into the house, I don't want you sleeping in your room. So I slept in the guest room, which is right underneath my room. Um, and I was sleeping in that bed, and this was still before we had any pets, no animals, and so the closet door is right next to the pull-out couch. We keep like board games, we keep craft supplies in there, whatever, toys, fun stuff. And the closet was open, and it didn't slam shut, but it moved like someone took it and moved it like a good like 3 feet, and it just like stopped. So I know it wasn't an air current or anything, because then it would have been like, it was just like, it was too controlled to be like the air conditioning or the wind. It was summer, so we probably had the air conditioning on. But the air conditioning in the den, we always shut that vent because we spend the least time in that room, and we have like one zone air conditioning. So if we shut that vent, more air goes to the other rooms. So I know it wasn't the damn air conditioning. And the door went, and I hate it in there because I hear shit coming from there, and shit moves in there. And like one time, my bedroom door did that too. And this was when I had the dog, but the dog was sitting in the bed next to me, curled up with me. And my bedroom door was completely open, and it just, and like, that my door doesn't swing because we got new carpets, and the carpeting comes up high enough where it's actually a little bit difficult for me to move my door. Like I have to really push it to get it over the carpeting, and it went, and it was really fast too. So it wasn't like air, and it wasn't like I can see from my bed my doorway, because there's my door, there's my bed. I'm laying in bed, I can see straight into the like hallway deal, and my door was wide open, so there was no one in my doorway, no one behind the door, because there's just like a wall there. I have jackets, and it it moved, and it wasn't me touching it. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go see my ghost friends tomorrow at the cemetery in the dark. Probably gonna try and take some pictures of some orbs, which I got some really, good or pictures last time. They're on my Halloween blog. Love it. And yeah, maybe tomorrow I'm gonna try and vlog, but it's gonna be in the dark. So I probably won't do much vlogging during the actual event. Plus, I want to be paying attention because the woman that runs it is a storyteller. Like, I mean, it's like true stories. Like, it's the history of the buildings and whatnot. But she, like, tells it really well. So even though I know what she's gonna be talking about, I want to pay attention because it's good. She used to be a journalist. She worked with the Warrens, like Ed and Lorraine Warren. And I went to school with her son. So I'd like to say she's one of my mom friends, but I've only ever seen her when I paid to do her events. She knows my name, and I'm sure she'll recognize me. It's like, oh yeah, the crazy one that keeps coming back. Yeah. But yeah, I was in her son's history class, so whatever. I don't want to miss it, so I probably won't be vlogging during it. But I'll probably vlog before and directly after. Maybe I'll get some video of she brings EMF detectors and dowsing rods for us to use, so we'll see what happens. It'll be good. I'm so excited. And maybe tomorrow when I'm talking about that, before, afterwards, whenever, I will talk about, I've got like colonial ghost stories because I work at the Historical Society. We're going to be downtown. All of downtown is the historical district. It's my place. It's my jam. I might be working at the Historical Society tomorrow if they're open. I don't know if they will be because it's the holiday weekend. But if they do, I can't like take videos of the house because we're not allowed to take pictures, or no photography or video recording allowed because it has to do with like our archives need to not be published on the internet because there's the worry that people may steal stuff. But I have my handmade colonial costume that I made that I wear, and I am mighty proud of it. So I might take like a video when I'm in the bathroom and I have my costume on because that's where I change. Yeah, and I got some ghost stories from those houses, so I'm just in such a spooky mood. I dyed my friend's hair last night, and while it was processing, we started to watch The Exorcist. It's a thing we do. It's not summer until I dye her hair some color, and we watch a scary movie on Netflix. Like, I'm in such a spooky mood. My cemetery shirt's clean. My Haunted Mansion shirt's clean. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, I swear to God, I'm just like sitting here trying to pee and that middle fucking light bulb goes out. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Really? What the hell?